Hello, dear students. I'm back with the third part of this chapter, manufacturing industries. Till now, in the last two parts, we understood about the manufacturing industries. We talked about the importance of manufacturing for the people and for the country, for the economy, what role it played in agriculture. With this, I told you about this contribution of industries to the national economy. Okay, we study in that the industrial location where uh, we can say construct the factories, industries. Okay, what are the basic rules for setting up the industry? Then we classified industries into on different basis of raw materials, basis of their role what they play, okay, basis of their capital investment, it means how much money is invested there, based on basis of we can say ownership, then on the basis of their weight. Okay, it means the heavy industry or light industries. So now we are going to explain first agro based industry. Agro based industry, as by the name we can very easily understand कि भाई this is those industries, by we are going to talk about those industries which are based on agriculture, which are based on agriculture. It means the of these raw material of these industries comes from agriculture. Okay, so here few names are we can see, like cotton industry. We all know cotton industry is based on cotton production. If the cotton production will not be there, so cotton industry will not survive. Same jute, then silk, then woolen, textile, sugar, edible oils, like this. So it means these all are based on agricultural raw materials. So firstly we will understand about textile industry. Actually we have discussed a lot about this cotton textile in the age of industrialization chapter. That is, it means I always again and again I told you about that how this whole process was going on. So we will try to understand the what is the condition of this sector in our country. Okay, the textile industry occupies unique position in the Indian economy because it contributes significantly in industrial production, around 14%. Okay, 14%, and employment generation around 35 million person, 35 million person, around 3 crore 5 lakh 3.5 crore. It means around 3 crore and 50 lakh people are working in only textile business, textile industries, the second largest after agriculture. Okay, in agriculture we all know around 52% of our people, or we can say population, is working. So 52%, it means it will go into crore and crores, around 65 crore people. And so after this the comes 3.5 crore. So we can understand कि भाई first it provides a lot opportunity in GDP collection. Secondly, it provides the employment to the people also. The second largest after agriculture. Foreign exchange we also get. Foreign exchange, it means after, because after preparing the after making the product, it means the cotton textile after making, and then we sell into the international market. And when we do the sale, when we do the business in the international market, it depends on the foreign exchange, foreign money. Which money? This is dollar. So foreign exchange earning is around 24.6% of Indian total, we can say foreign exchange. It contributes 4% towards GDP also. Okay, 4% of our GDP just comes from only textile industries. Okay, so it is only industry in the country which self-reliant and complete the value chain. Complete the value chain, because we are having the cotton producer also, so we can get raw material very easily. Then we manufacture these things. After manufacturing, we have a great market. Okay, we are not dependent on other country कि भाई we have prepared the things, we have manufactured, we can say, textile, cotton textile, and then we are not getting the market. No, we are having raw material, we are having factories, and we are having the market also. So we do not need to see in any, we can say, process of this industry. We do not have to see towards other countries. We are self reliant in it. That is from raw material to highest value added products, huh? So from raw material to final product like a cloth, we can make in our country self reliantly. Okay, so that, as we are talking there about the textile, so they have told here about the process. What is the process? So firstly, fabric production. Raw fabric comes, fabric production start, then spinning, then it become into yarn. Okay, otherwise then yarn goes into the knitting, weaving, knitting. Okay, then fabric creates, then cloth becomes. Okay, cloth ban jata hai. After that, dyeing and finishing of that cloth. Okay, then that part of that cloth, it is sent to the factories. There with the skilled labor, they convert it into the garment. Okay, what you wear. Long process it is. Okay, cotton textile, if you only tell about this one. So in ancient India, I already explained to you in the last chapter ki India was a great producer of cotton textile in the initial production time. So cotton textile were produced with the hand spinning and handloom weaving techniques. People used to make it by the hand. So and they are so skilled, because their skill transfers generation by generation. After 18th century, power loom came. Okay, power loom came in use. We talked about this. That is called fly shuttle also. Our traditional industry suffered the setback during the colonial period. Okay, so in the colonial period, many regions were there. So we lost our position in the world actually. Okay, so then we could not compete with the mill-made cloths from England. So in the last chapter we also studied this. Ki by first successful textile mill was established in Mumbai 1854. Again, very important question. Two wars were fought in Europe. India was a British colony. There was a demand for clothes in UK. Hence, they gave a boost to the development of the cotton textile industry. They are telling कि भाई two world wars were there. So that time they needed our clothes or our items, है ना. So that time I already told you in the last chapter कि how dramatically this production of Indian textile went up during the war. They have given here some facts that as on 30th November 2011, there were 1946 cotton and human made fabric textile mill. There here they make a mistake here. They have made mistake. So the textile mill around 2000 mills were there in 2011. Okay, about 80% of mills, they are private, from the private sector, and rest of the mills are from the public sector. Private sector, it means owned by the private person, and public sector, it means government factories, you know, and few are there of cooperative sectors. Okay, mostly are private. Apart from these, there are several thousand small factories also, 4 to 10 looms, very small factories. People work there with few laborers or with their own family members. Okay, in the early years, the cotton textile industry was concentrated in the cotton growing belt, like where we can say what they are saying here. कि भाई when the factories were started, na, these factories were started. So that time these factories were only situated on those areas which were largely produce cotton textile, है ना. So that is why we can say That is why we can say, I told you in that chapter na, if we talk about the uh, initial age, so that time this centered was near Bombay and Gujarat and Bihar, sorry, some part of Bihar and Bengal, that area, है ना. So but slowly the time changes, and these factories or these industries started coming inside of the India also, inside part of the India. In the first, the Maharashtra, Gujarat, these only area were there, including at that time availability of raw material, market, transport, including accessible port facilities. Why port facilities? Because most of the item was sold to the other countries, so they needed port for this. The industry has close link with agriculture because it gave a boost to the cotton producers, so very great bonding with the agriculture also, and provides a living to farmers. Cotton balls, pluckers and workers engaged in graining ginning, sorry, ginning, spinning, weaving, and dyeing, designing, packing, tailoring, and sewing. These all activities are done from growing the cotton till it become a garment which we use. है ना? So then the industry, by creating demands, supports many other industries such as chemical and dyeing industry, mill stores, packaging, material and engineering work. So it means this industry actually gives the employment to the different part. It means from farmers to engineers, from dyers to chemicalists. है ना? This is the base of this industry actually. While spinning continues to be centralized, it means in the starting days it was only remained till Maharashtra, Gujarat and Tamil Nadu few areas. Weaving is high decentralized to provide scope to incorporate traditional skill and design of weaving in cotton, silk, zari, embroidery. So what they are saying here, ki in the initial age only Maharashtra and Gujarat and Tamil Nadu was the center of cotton textile, but slowly it become decentralized also, है ना. As skilled labor we started finding from the different place. So it this we can say in these industries also went into the interior part of the country, like we all know about Kanpur, है ना. Nowadays Punjab is very we can say uh, big producer of cotton textile. So India has world class production in spinning, but weaving supplies low quality of fabric. It cannot use much of the high quality yarn produced in country. Weaving is done by handloom, powerloom and the mills. Okay, so actually India is no having no problem in this. India has good skilled people, but actually the mostly the people who are now who are using, so they are using factory made things. So in factory everything is done by the looms or in mills, by the factory, by the machines. The hand spin, the hand loom, it is called the khadi. Khadi provides large-scale employment to weavers in the home as a cottage industry. Cottage industry, it means on very short, we can say on very small scale, we can do these all things. We can do these all things. It means our weaver, if they are having only 5 or 6 members in their family, so by using their skill they can produce not too much. It means they can make little well enough for their family. So it comes under the khadi production. Khadi, it means the hand spun, it means made by the hand things. What they are telling here about the production of fabric in India, they are telling here about the Mahatma Gandhi also. Why did Mahatma Gandhi lay emphasis on the spinning yarn and weaving khadi? So he wanted that every person should make the spin the yarn and weave the khadi. By that they can get the employment. They do not need to go to factories. So sectors are there. Mill sector, okay, is having around 3.3 percent production in 2009 and 10 to 11. It was become 3.5 increased. Power looms, okay, especially the fabric production is there in the power looms which are worked, okay, which are run by the power, electricity. Okay, these are the proportion of these like around 84%. Handlooms are there 11% and others like 1.3. So this is the sector of our, it means according to mill and the production based everything. Okay, so now, okay, India export yarn to Japan. Other imports of cotton goods from India are USA, UK, Russia, France, East European countries, Nepal, Singapore, Sri Lanka, and African countries. It means around whole world India sell their um textile. So what they are telling here, we can see first we are just only watching this here, cotton textile. So we can see here the mainly cotton textile industries are located in this area, as it was before the, we can say na, before 18th 19th century also. Only here only the people in 20th century actually they made their new factories there. We can see here in the Bengal side area, because that time this Bangladesh and this whole area were, it was under the Bengal. थोड़ा बड़ा हो गया. It is not like this. Okay, it is like this, some part of, okay, so whole area was under the Bengal area. So many factories were there. So in Bangladesh many factories are there. Okay, Bangladesh stands on third number in garment production, garment production. Okay, we can see here in north, here in Kanpur. Okay, here Punjab they have not mentioned, I don't know why. Many factories are there. You can see here in our South India, Tamil Nadu, the Madurai, Chennai, Coimbatore, and they have not mentioned here Erode. Okay, so here we can see India has the second largest installed capacity of spindles in world, with 43.13 million spindles in 2011-12 after China. So we are just behind from the China. Since the mid 80s, the spinning sector has received a lot of attention. Okay, because it was the base. It is in the, this sector or this industry is in the blood of our country. Okay, so that is why we can say कि, we are on the second number now. So we have a large share in the world trade of cotton yarn, according to one fourth of, accounting of one fourth of the total trade. However, our trade in the garments is only 4% of the world's total. But after that all, we can say our spinning mills are competitive at the global level and capable of using all the fabric we produced. Okay, so it means by we are not having a big share in the um, world market, but after that all we have the capability, we are capable to do it. Okay, our, okay, okay, the weaving, knitting and processing unit cannot use much of the high quality yarn that is produced in the country. Okay, what they are saying, with the weaving, knitting and processing unit cannot use much of the high quality yarn that is produced in the country. There are some large and modern factories in these segments, but most of the production is in the fragmented small units. What they are saying, we are have the capability we are having the capability of producing the yarn or fabric in a large number, but we are not having that much factories to utilize it, because as I show you that most of the production is going to be done by by the handloom and power loom. So we are not having too much factories, or too much, we can say, very fine machines we are not having for using this opportunity. So okay, then which cater the local market. This mismatch is a major drawback of the industries. Mismatch is same thing, like we are having we are having many spindles, we are having hand looms, power looms, but we are not investing in the factories much. By this we can produce more and more cloths and sell into the international market. As a result, many of our spinners export cotton yarn, while apparel garment manufacturers have to import fabric. Okay, so same thing, when the yarn industry is there, na, yarn and fabric is preparing in our market or in our basic centers, but we are not able to convert into the garment, we are not able to convert into the textile too much, है ना, as per our opportunity, as per our capacity, we are not converting it. So what happens ki India becomes very large or very big producer of yarn and exporter of yarn also. But if we convert that yarn into the cotton or garments, so then we can earn more. We are selling to the other countries, kind of raw material. We can sell them prepare material also. We can earn more. You know? Then they have given some example here. Yarn is sold at 85 per kg, 85 rupees per kg. If it is sold as a trouser, it fetches 800 rupees per kg. The value is added at every stage, from fabric to yarn to fabric and to garment. So same thing they are saying ki we need to prepare more and more garment. We only were what we are producing more and more. We are producing yarn and fabric, which we send to the other countries. Now, although we have made significant increase in the production of goods quality long staple cotton, 356 lakh bales of the 170 kg each during 2011 and 12. Okay, so it means we are increasing our production. The need to improve is still okay, the need to import is still felt. The power supply is erratic and machinery needs to be upgraded in the weaving and processing sector of in particular. Okay, other problems are the low output is there of labor. No, they are not having the good condition also, they are not getting good wages also, and that's why we are having the problem in competing the global market. And one more thing is there, synthetic fiber is also there. Synthetic fiber, it means nowadays we are wearing polyester, है ना, polyester we are wearing, and with this we are wearing the nylon and other kind of things. So it also may make a kind of competition with other type of fabrics, है ना. So this was the about cotton textile actually. So this is also very important it is. So study this and tell me a review. If you have any doubt, you can type in the comment box. Do the comment after watching this. If you feel good, okay, if you like this topic or not, or if you like this or not, you can do that. And if you any query about this topic, you can write their question there. Okay, So same thing, okay, do the like of this video if you like, otherwise you can dislike also, okay, and subscribe the channel and circulate it. By this I can reach to the more subscriber channel. Thank you so much. We will meet in the next video with the next part. Thank you.